IVM.
There's a quick survey to fill out on ivmpodcast.com/survey. It lets us know a little bit more about who's listening to us. And you know what? We're going to do a few prizes. So, we'll do a random drawing of maybe 10 people and we'll send you all some swag. Remember, that's ivmpodcast.com/survey where you can fill out the survey.
All right, we have less chaos and less noise on this podcast because Ayer's not on today.
We have more fluency and more coherence is how you should
Yes, yeah. I think he's just been kind because had he been on this podcast, he would have just ruined your and my happiness with all his Spurs nonsense.
Yeah, we don't need that. We need real football fans here, not plastic football fans and whatever Pizza Hut sponsored football clubs there are.
Yeah, also, last week he tried to just slide in how well Barcelona has been playing, etc. And
no one needs that.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So we miss you.
About it.
We miss you, Ayer, but also thank
not
you.
Really.
Not really.
Giving us a break.
Yeah, how you been, man? I'll tell you about me. For the first time this season, I'm really happy I got to watch two really good matches in the same week. First was the Pool City.
Yeah, lovely game
match, and the one last night.
Real Madrid Chelsea.
I'm in love. If this is what I get even once a month, I'll be happy, man, with football. Less of United, less of United Everton, more of stuff like that.
Less of Arsenal also at this rate.
As a topic cheda, so we'll take a break. Actually,
we'll come back and then we'll cry together.
Yeah, because then I don't want you to cut your cry short because we have to take a break. So we'll take a break and then we'll come back, right?
Lamba roenge.
Don't you think that if everyone around you is getting smart, you better be smarter? Hey there, I'm the traveling professor Siddharth Deshmukh and I'm back with season 2 of my podcast to make you smarter. Smarter with Sid. What's this season's focus about? Well, it's about 10-minute nuggets that will make you stand out at work. It's time to go from smart to smarter. Tune in every Tuesday and Thursday and become smarter with Sid.
क्या हो गया game hands in क्या game in hands
one game in hand is there still one game in hand is still there, don't worry. I hope
you're playing Chelsea next weekend,
so we'll beat them how Madrid beat them, man. That is how you do it. We watch, all of us sat and watched the game and we've made notes. Arsenal's playing Southampton next week. That is, I don't think it's been set up yet. Oh, that's a double game week. Is that what you're saying? Yeah. So we'll take we are free. We are relaxed. We don't have Champions League and all to distract us. No ambition. No, nothing to show for it. Nothing to look forward to. It's the right amount of seriousness you need in your life.
Are you talking about Arsenal or United? Because nothing to look forward to can also suit for United. At least you have something to look forward to, right? Which is at 4th place. Tell me, so a lot of rules have changed and probably haven't kept myself updated.
Some of the rules you're making.
Of course. If City or Pool win the Champions League, will the 5th place team qualify for the next season?
That is not how it works. They'll still finish in the top. Now you have to be 4th, 5th for you to win and then qualify.
So they are going to be in the top 4, and let's say if Arsenal, hopefully, or Spurs, one of them will finish 5th.
The slots are 4, but if a team outside the top 4 wins, then the top 4 plus the team qualify. If City and Liverpool are already 1 and 2, it's not like you've qualified twice. That is not going to happen. Anyway, Villarreal is going to win the Champions League. All this nonsense is not needed.
Man, got rid of Juventus in the previous round.
Bayern now, the giant killers.
Giant killers, United in the final last season. Absolute giant killers.
Wait, we're talking about
giant jokes. Giant jokes.
We are talking about giant leagues. We did not talk about the Europa, whatever, Bacha League. Which
I took a giant league.
Nice. Yeah. So I don't count that. But last night's game, let's start with that because this is more recent. And we watched it also. I slept off after some time because of previously indulgent behavior, but lovely first half. Second half, obviously, I saw on highlights, which was spectacular. After the Marcos Alonso goal was disallowed, they just dipped. Chelsea just dipped completely. I don't know what was happening.
No, I think both teams played very well. Good. I did not honestly think Chelsea would drag it till this late.
Yeah,
but they did, and Madrid almost played an unchanged. I think Nacho was. This was one change in the centre back position because of the card. Otherwise, they played the same team. This time there was no leaks also from the lineups, which have been East Coast doing as per Twitter RT, which is what everyone should believe.
Yeah.
So,
but ऐसा फोटो ले रहा है भेज रहा है तू भेज दे WhatsApp पे.
That's what happens when you don't play players, right? That's why we have to play Maguire every week. It wouldn't matter what team.
WhatsApp.
Whatever team you put out should not matter, but still. Right? Stunning. I loved the game yesterday. Kudos to Chelsea for putting up a great fight. Modric himself said we were dead tired.
What a finish that was. Sorry, what a ball that was from Modric.
The
first goal. My God, I think that just took the momentum away for whatever it's worth, because then it became 3-1, right? Then they get
he can do that. I mean, I'm a big fan of Toni Kroos. I have always been a fan, but there are some things that Modric is just far better. He's got more legs in him. So
Modric was bought to replace Ozil, by the way. Or when Modric came in, Ozil left the following summer or winter or whatever.
Is it? Wow, it's been that long, huh?
That's how long it's been. And Ozil is God knows where, and Modric is putting those through balls in the Champions League. So that is, like, you see the gulf in class, right?
Beautiful match. I didn't see the other match. I saw the highlights, which were very boring, to be honest.
It's Villarreal. The one thing I saw was them running away. They set the offside trap on a free kick. So basically, before the person takes a free kick, they just, like, the entire line moves up. So everyone behind them.
Right.
Which is a very Emery tactic.
Really, I saw it first used by Reading back when they were playing the Premier League.
No, Luis Enrique also used it, but like it feels like the thing that Emery will do, right? Like he'll not just stick you with a knife, he'll twist it. So that's the kind of manager he is.
Now we're all supporting Villarreal. We hope they win
Absolutely, the Yellow Submarine. Final. Yeah. They lost to Arsenal on their way to the final in 2000.
Oh, they did. Yes, they did. When
Forlan
and Riquelme played there.
Yeah, and Riquelme, I think grandmother called him back to Argentina. Is why he left, by the way, Villarreal. I'm not even making this up. Apparently very close. So from that time, I don't remember who their manager was then. I think this is when Karthik would have come super handy. But it's not information we need anyway, so it's fine. But yeah, behind Villarreal, up the Yellow Submarine.
So pool, I'm hoping I'm sure it will be a great match to watch, because Atletico chasing, not that it'll change too much, and Liverpool will continue to play. But 1-0 is always dangerous.
1-0, yeah.
1-0,
absolutely.
1-0.
At home.
And against Atletico, so it will be a good match to watch. Not as exciting because not a lot of running. Like not a basketball match. There will be running, but like only in one half of the pitch.
Salah running and Mane running, and then one of them not passing, and then it going out. I can bet my money Van Dijk or someone will score.
Let's hope, man. The good match. So then there is that's City Atletico. Sorry. So pool is going to go through. I'm sure.
City Atletico.
Yeah, City Atletico. Yeah, so one of them will play Madrid. So let's hope City wins. So it'll be great to watch Madrid City again.
No, I think wait. I'll just tell you who will play who.
Yeah, pool will play Villarreal.
Pool will play Villarreal, and City or Atletico will play Madrid. Yeah. For everyone who's listening, that is Sapre's 2-year-old daughter now.
No, she'll turn 3 soon, man.
3. Yeah. 3. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I quickly look at my bank account and realize how old she is. She keeps growing my account.
Speaking of kids, let's quickly get Arsenal out of the way. This is where Arsenal have been struck with injuries, and we are going down the same path we started with, where the Rolls Royce of midfielders, Thomas Partey is out, Tierney is out. It's going to be dreadful. But when you look at like Spurs in a similar situation, like Doherty is out for the rest of the season after Matty Cash ran into him.
Oh, so the entire season he's out, is it?
Yeah, he's out for the rest of the season. So if you haven't gotten him out of your FPL team, now is the time.
Yeah, I should, man. That's sad. He was just found form.
Yeah, and how Spurs are dispatching teams, right? Like so comfortably.
But it's Spurs, right? They will choke. We know that.
That is my hope. I mean, they choke till the day they don't, right? Like it's like South Africa.
I mean, I know it's content is down with the coronavirus, which is recent.
Oh, really? News. That should affect everyone. Yeah. They should play really badly, I hope.
But they will choke. And then he'll again start abusing the players and saying mentality nahi hai, ye nahi hai, wo nahi hai.
तो Conte कब से कर रहा है? मतलब अभी तो you should like lose your sheen the moment you throw your players under the bus. As a manager, that should be completely like a strict no-no.
Which is why the United hierarchy were not keen on getting him, and also recent reports suggest that Ronaldo also kind of vetoed that decision of getting him on, because Conte throws his, like you said, players under the bus. He would have thrown the team under the bus, right?
Yeah.
Because everybody sucks on the team right now.
So Maguire is the bus right now, is what you're saying.
Maguire bus.
Great finish over the weekend.
Fantastic goal by Maguire.
No finish.
Does anybody have that expensive striker in their team right now?
The best part is, I think I was texting you during the game also. So whenever there's a shot, right, like growing up in school, when you're learning football and like a coach tries to tell you what is the good way to do it, they always say face the ball. Maguire turns his back, and it's not like he's a striker, so he's like afraid of getting hit in the face. It's a defender, and apparently the most expensive defender United has ever had is turning his back. That is complete blasphemy. What is
priceless?
Even like
priceless?
I mean, yeah, priceless sometimes is free.
Keep your eye on the ball is general coaching given to all defenders, especially when you have fast wingers or dribbling up, all of that.
Everyone is faster than Maguire.
Everybody is faster than Maguire. Terrible fuck. I don't want to talk about United. We're playing Norwich and Poole, and I'm sure we're going to lose to Norwich.
Double game week.
2 losses in the week we're going to get.
You should see all these FPL pundits saying, "Oh, invest in Bruno, invest in Ronaldo." I'm like, are you sure? Like, what is this based on? Just because of the fact that they play 2 games in the same game week, but the second game is Liverpool. So your entire hope is dependent on Norwich letting in a lot of goals, which has not been happening very recently.
Sorry, we played Everton, who Burnley hit 3, which is what Randy said.
I mean, to be fair to you, Arsenal also lost to Everton, so it's okay.
Yeah, but Arsenal had some decent shots in and around.
I mean, we showed up in that game to whatever degree we did.
Correct. So United, and I don't blame Ronaldo. His leg is hurt, as you must have seen.
His ego is also hurt. I saw this statement that lady said. So where he threw the phone, right? Some kid's phone on the floor. And then he said, "Arey, no worries, come to the next game at United." So I saw this tweet. Like, you've already broken his phone. How much worse will you make it for him? Like, give him a break. And the other thing I saw was, like, if you get like hit on the street and someone says, "Chal, abhi dinner pe le jato dekho," would you agree? No, you won't. So,
and I know what he did was not right, but it's been milked, right? Because it happened against Everton, Liverpool, Echo. Everybody's just like milky because United player finally first, like, you're down.
But I don't blame them for it. You're giving them a reason. That is your fault. Don't give them a reason. Huh? So I mean, you can't blame them for jumping on the reason.
But haven't we given you enough reasons? Why do you need more?
I mean, you're 37 years old. Keep your emotions with you in your pocket. Do it later when no one can see. At least not on a kid who's come to support you of all things.
Yeah, when have old people been able to keep their emotions in? I mean, come on.
I thought he's fitter, so maybe he has a little more grip.
Fitter plumber, he is fitter. Nonsense. Sensational. No. So 10 Hag is coming, dude. 10 Hag is coming finally.
You can get 11, 12, 13, whatever Hag you need. Yeah. It's not going to help. Just take it from me.
10 Hag is like Anurag Kashyap. If you give him less budget, he'll make a great film. If you give him more budget, which is what will happen in United, he'll make Bombay Velvet and he'll screw it over.
Thank God a year is not here. We would have to explain that.
4-year contract he's going to get, which is great. Because somebody will want to get him after 2 years, so United can get a lot of money as part of his release clause, which is smart by United. He's not going to last for 4 years. Surely he's not going to be.
There will be someone. Yeah. I thought Poch. What happened to Poch? You were on the Poch bandwagon.
I'm still on the Poch bandwagon, man. Because
he's not coming.
He's not. I mean, how many wrong decisions can the United hierarchy make? This is one more by getting 10 Hag. And I'm not saying it's like a managerial or tactic-wise, maybe he's better in a different league, so it's very difficult to compare. But on paper he looks great, but he's got like one style of playing, and for that you'll have to get a lot of people from the team out. What happened
to the report which said, Poch is a better frontman for the squad versus Ten Hag, and which is why Poch is better?
He can defend the team's drawbacks a little better than Ten Hag can.
I think that is what you need right now.
Correct.
Someone defending the team. Someone defending Maguire is what you need.
Because Poch can still play with a few formations, so he doesn't have to get rid of all the players. Ten Hag will want to get rid of a lot of players, and that's not going to happen very soon. It'll take. I mean, we still.
Will Ronaldo leave after if you don't make Champions League?
He should ideally leave.
No, I don't mean best case scenario. Would he want to leave?
He would want to leave, yeah. Unless
जाएगा?
US, he's going. No, okay, ticket भी book हो गया उसका.
He can't go to the US.
Why? Just because you are not going to the US doesn't mean he cannot go to the US.
No. Because he has that pending case against him, right? The alleged case.
So US is the best place to go when you have cases against you. So he can go to the US. It's Ronaldo. Who's going to stop Ronaldo from coming to the US, man?
I think the law.
You are very jokey.
Fantasy कर ले अभी जो कितनी fantastical बात कर ली
Fantasy. I just want to close on there was a lot of discussion and a lot of people after the City Pool game. They got Klopp by the sideline, talked to him. Then they got Pep. They had some laugh between them. Too many people, too many pundits. Big show, right? Big show. Everybody is still saying City will still win the league. They are favorites. Both of them will drop points. But are we still on the same bandwagon? Ayer had support. Yes.
No, Ayer wanted to be contrarian. He just doesn't want to go with the flow, and because it is so obvious that City will win, he just wants to say Liverpool. I don't know what high he gets out of it, but let him be happy. Like anyone who watched that game, you would know that City is going to. The depth of that squad is mental. It's too good,
and the chances that they had, including the one that Mahrez had at the end, was tough. I mean, last minute, too much pressure.
No, it's a lob. Like you could land it like 4 times out of 5, right? Like the one time you didn't is because pressure situation, so it's fine.
But great game overall. I'm very happy.
Lovely game. Good Sunday.
And we can move on to FPL. And I'm happy to talk because I have again got a green tick next to my name.
Where are you in the leagues?
I am 145th now.
Hey, not bad at all. Yeah, there are 103 people between me and you, so that's great.
Not bad at all. By the end of it, there'll be 101 people between you and I. I'll keep climbing.
I'm on 42. But let's take a look at the rest of the squad. By the way, anyone who's listening and wants to take part, there's still time. I think there's 7 or 8 game weeks left. You can come join the Football Shootball League. Go to fantasy.premierleague.com. Type in 3HDRUI. That's 3HDRUI. Come join the league. Let's look at the top 5. Number 1 is Tangled Up in Blue, Ishan Ganguly. Obviously a Chelsea fan. Must be hurting over the game last night. 2,196 points. My God, you should be banned. Wow. Albal FC Ajaz Ahmad number 2 on 2,180. FC Veramari.
Albal FC is a new name. New entry.
No, Ajaz. I remember taking his name a few times. But the podcast favorite, FC Veramari, Ashwin Pichai, we're rooting for you. 2,171 points. Number 4 is Preeta Kunar, Suicide Squad. He's just like, I see this team come up all the time. 2,165. And number 5, with a red arrow, Partey All Night. Unfortunately, Sangmik Gupta, 2,165 points, with the same as Preeta. So yeah, it's going to be a tough battle. But what's coming up over the weekend is going to be super fun. Bunch of double game weeks. Newcastle plays Leicester and Crystal Palace. I'm hoping Newcastle will keep at least one clean sheet. A lot of people going for Newcastle defenders.
Burnley playing, especially.
Yeah, he also takes free kicks. Burnley is playing West Ham and Southampton. Stay away from Weghorst. We've had him for a lot of double game weeks. He's given you 1 point in the last week.
Absolutely on time. This was my last game week. I was very close to getting Tony for him, but I said, let's give him one chance.
Hey, I had Tony for a while now.
But I'm going to kick him out. Absolute shambolic.
That's a good point. What you should go after is triple up on Leicester. I think James Justin is a good shout. Dewsbury Hall is a cheap 4.4 million. And of course, there's Maddison. I mean, you can switch between Maddison and Barnes, and I don't know who will get rested because Maddison has started 4 games in a row.
But he's a player in form. I don't think he'll rest.
You never know. We'll find out because they do have a Europa game tomorrow night. So we'll find out. So that is the trick I think you will need to remember. Arsenal also double up. Southampton, Chelsea. Maybe just Ramsdale if you already have him. I wouldn't recommend going for anyone else given the goal scoring record at the moment. And United play Norwich and Liverpool. So for whatever reason you're going for United, maybe someone attacking, but then you are picking, a team that's going to play Liverpool, and United haven't played really well. A bunch of single game weeks are also going to be critical. Brentford play Watford. So if you have Tony, stick with him. Maybe a buy if you don't have him. City play Brighton. So irrespective of how Arsenal played, City will demolish them. The last shout I have is...
Who will you take from City? You'll continue with KDB? I think he's on a run of form. He's been playing almost...
I would only go for KDB and Cancelo. No one else.
Cancelo is a permanent... But if you were to double up... Because they've got great fixtures lined up.
So, yeah, Cancelo and KDB. I think KDB is only the fixture-proof, rotation-proof. Everyone else is a punt. Mahrez is a punt. He gets substituted on many times. But he might start tonight, right? So same problem.
Unless you get rid of Salah, who's not doing much. Should we get rid of Salah?
I would. I have considered it. I won't deny it.
I've kept Jota for 2 game weeks and he's given me points.
Yeah.
Against City also, I was hoping that he would be the one who scored the goal, and which is what happened.
Yeah.
Salah, I don't know. I think that he's just disappointed with what happened at the internationals. I'm sure he'll get points, but not as consistently with the price that he has. KDB is cheaper and is getting points consistently, so maybe that's a far better shout.
Yeah, but KDB is a good shout, but then I think the problem with Salah is you never know. And if you're okay and you're comfortable with dropping Salah, great. If you're chasing someone and you need a differential, yes, I would recommend dropping Salah. Because then everyone has Salah. The estimated ownership is huge. So,
what, 60%?
No, it's I think over that. So if you captain him, then it counts as double, right? And a lot of people captain him. So yeah, that becomes a pain because every point he's getting is actually against you if you still have him in your team. So you can only go after other people. So that will only move you further in the group or whatever league you're chasing.
Not bad. I think good predictions. Spurs, Doherty's out, but Reguilon will come in.
I would say
he can get
go
you attack
for
returns.
Kulusevski, go for Son and Kane. Just triple up on their attack. They're scoring goals for fun. It makes sense.
Brighton, Brentford, Leicester, till they have a double game week, which is 3 Liverpool and Arsenal.
They have a good run.
They have a good run till then. 3 weeks, at least 2 goals every match. Looking at the defense of these teams. So that would be a good shout out, man.
It'll be awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. So before we end, Shivram, your prediction for Chelsea Arsenal, man. Come on.
Chelsea Arsenal 2-1.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
2 goals, huh?
2 goals. One own goal by Rudiger and one Martinelli.
Yeah, Rudiger is addicted to scoring right now. He'll score
the other end.
Yeah.
That's my prediction. What is
what a goal from him against Madrid. Yeah,
lovely. The shot in the first 15 minutes, I don't know if you remember, which is whistle pass. That tells you that he's just on the hunt for goals now.
But great to see a player who's out of contract. Good chance he may not continue at Chelsea.
He was doing an audition for Real Madrid. That is what was happening.
Yeah, but he had some problem with Alaba at the end. I think they tried to shake hands or laugh it off, and maybe that's also part of his
audition.
Good. He'll be great. Good to see at Madrid. Yeah. So Chelsea. Yeah, I think I'll go for Chelsea. They're hurting.
If you want to make a mistake on your own. No, they'll be hurting over the weekend. No, they won't be hurting till then.
They will, man. And it's a strong team now since Lukaku's injured. So
even Timo Werner is scoring. Who would have thought?
Werner scoring
twice in a week. My God.
Goodness me. Mount scored twice. Mount's a good.
He's a good shout. He's a good shout. Yeah, he's also cheap. I think 7.7 something.
So I'm going for him. Liverpool United. Last time, you know what the scoreline was?
What was it? 5-0.
Yeah.
4-0. 5-0. I remember that.
It was 6-0 or something. Could be 8-0 also.
Oh, so then maybe retain Salah because Salah's going to score at least 3 of those.
Damn, yeah. I don't want to record the podcast next week. I just don't want to come.
You will have to, unfortunately.
We'll not talk about United next week.
Okay. We won't talk about United ever again.
Ever again.
Never again.
Chalo. We have a lot of football to look forward to. So I'll see you next week and with all your predictions. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye. So if you like this podcast, don't forget to check out other interesting podcasts on the IVM network. You can listen to us on the IVM Podcast app or ivmpodcast.com. You can also follow us on our social media handles. We are at IVM Podcast on Twitter and Instagram. If you want to reach out to me, I'm Fickleberry Hun on Twitter and Instagram. That's Huckleberry Finn, but Fickle.
If you want to reach out to me, I am Sapre on Twitter and Sapre on Instagram.
You can reach out to me at iRant, which is IYERANT on Twitter and Instagram. This is Football Shootball. Recognize.
Hey everybody, it's been another great week on the IBM Podcast Network. On Advertising is Dead, content strategist Manish Pandey shares useful insights about the creator economy with Varun. On The Longest Constitution, it's an Ambedkar special. Priya tells us about the father of the Indian Constitution. On Shunya One, Sheila Datya asks Mihir Gupta, CEO and co-founder of Teachment, about his dream of changing the Indian education system. On Big Talk About Tiny Humans, Devi Shobha and Meghna share how to navigate the delicate process of LGBTQIA kids coming out to their parents. And on Tere Mere Raaste, Keshav takes us to the birthplace of so many great films, Universal Studios. Do follow us on social media. We're IVM Podcasts on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And remember, if you enjoyed this show or any of our other shows for that matter, do please tell a friend. Also, don't forget to rate us on any of the platforms you're listening to us on. You can check us out on YouTube as well. On ivmpodcast.com/YouTube, we have a list of all of our YouTube channels. Do check out if your favorite show is available as full video. We are also doing a small listener survey to better understand how you respond to our shows and advertising on the network. We'd really appreciate it if you could spare a few minutes to fill it out. It helps us build better shows for you. And finally, we'd like to thank our sponsors for this week, SBI Life Insurance, India Water Portal, and Jupiter, a digital banking app. Thank you so much for making this possible.
Do you wonder why China does the things that it does? Or want to know how we could improve online privacy? Or perhaps you're thinking about how we can kickstart India's economy? If you'd like to search for the answers to such questions, check out All Things Policy, a daily public policy podcast that covers everything from employment figures to aircraft carriers. Tune in from Monday to Friday for new episodes and fresh takes.